Welcome to the shrine of Our Lady of La Leche here in S.Augustine, Florida, the very first shrine dedicated to our Blessed Mother in all of the United States. It's a very beautiful and wonderful place to come and visit with your family. Our Lady's waiting to see you here in the historic chapel, and our Lord is waiting for you in the Blessed Sacrament as well. The most important part, the most beautiful part of it all, is that they desire to be with you. Isn't that amazing? And wait, there's more.
Our Lady of La Leche is going to receive a very special honor. She is going to receive a canonical coronation. A canonical coronation is a very special event where the Holy Father, or somebody who comes in his place, actually crowns a particular image. In our case, Our Lady of La Leche and the child Jesus in her arms will receive a brand new and very special crown as a symbol of our love. There are a few requirements in order for an image to receive a canonical coronation. There has to be evidence of favors granted, which means that the Lord has to have done real miracles through the intercession of this particular devotion, and she has to be well known, and the devotion has to have been around for quite a while. Our Lady of La Leche fulfills all of those requirements.
In 1513, Juan Ponce de Leon lands on what today we call Florida. 50 years later, Pedro Menendez lands on these very shores of St. Augustine. The first thing they did was to give thanks to God by celebrating Mass. Their mission here was to bring the faith to America. One of the devotions they taught was a love for Our Lady of La Leche. Shortly after, the missionaries brought over a statue from Spain, and the very first Marian Shrine of America was erected here on these mission grounds.
Who is the most important person in the image of Our Lady of La Leche? Jesus, right? Now, Jesus is true God and true man. It's called the hypostatic union. Everything that we believe about Mary depends on her Son, depends on our faith in God. If Jesus is truly God and truly man, who does that make Mary? The mother of God. So Jesus honors his mother, right? That's why we see that beautiful crown placed on her head. He honors her as queen. But queen of what? Well, her mantle is blue with stars on it, and that should remind us of heaven. Mary is the queen of heaven. She's also wearing a clay-colored gown. And the cool thing about the gown is that there are these golden threads interwoven through it. That's because God chose to knead Mary in order to fulfill his plan of salvation. Now you'll see that she's wearing a white veil. That's very special. That white veil is a symbol of her perpetual virginity. Mary was a virgin before, during, and after the birth. Now, that also tells us of her other beautiful privileges, like her Immaculate Conception. God saved her ahead of time from all sin. Because of Mary's yes, because of her fiat, now he's been here, he's stayed with us in the Eucharist, and everything's different. Now let's go back to the beginning. Who is the most important person in this image? Jesus. Now Mary has baby Jesus in her arms, and she's looking at him, contemplating him, thinking about this big mystery of love that she's in. She's got her eyes open, because at the same time, she's waiting. Her gaze is almost being lifted up to look at you. She's waiting for her children to come to her, to tell her our joys, our sufferings, everything. She wants to have a relationship with you. She wants to spend time with you. And most importantly, she wants to give you the greatest thing that she has. She wants to give you her Son. And so that is everything that we need to know and that we should know about this image of Our Lady of La Leche. It speaks to us about the beautiful work that God has done in our Blessed Mother.
Here on these grounds at Mission Nombre de Dios, the Franciscans came to bring the faith to the Native Americans. The Native Americans, after receiving the faith, they gave their life in defense of the Eucharist and Our Lady of La Leche. This makes them martyrs, martyrs of Florida.
After everything that you have heard about Our Lady of La Leche, the question is, are you coming? I personally invite you to join us for this one-time event here in the Diocese of St. Augustine for the canonical coronation of Our Lady of La Leche.
I bet you never knew that St. Augustine was such an important place, especially in the eyes of God. Much bigger than SeaWorld. So what are you waiting for? Come visit our Blessed Mother here in the shrine of Our Lady of La Leche.